Hey, welcome to the show. Check this out. This is a 4K UHD touchscreen smartboard by HKMLC. And I tell you, I am loving it. We're going to go over all the details. All right, stay tuned. So when you do get your touchscreen, they also include a free wall mount. You got your instruction manual, and they also include 2 stylus pens that you can write on both sides. They don't require batteries, which is nice. And they also have a magnet. You can attach it right there to your touchscreen. So like I said, they do include a free wall mount, but I did buy the HKMLC stand for this. This supports up to 220 pounds. I really like it because it's super solid, looks really classy, and you can move this very close to the wall. And the stability of it, you don't have to worry about your monitor, your touchscreen falling over. You can move it around very easy with the wheels. The wheels are so slick, so smooth, and you can lock them down. And just the fact, I really like just the shape of it because I am able to move this really close to the wall and just, yeah, so that way, if I'm in a classroom, I can move it to one end or the other, or like in my studio, I can move it to different parts of it. So I would highly recommend the stand if you're in a school setting or a studio setting. All right, let's go ahead and do a few measurements right here. So if you're interested in how close you can get this to the wall, we're talking about 15 inches. And the width of this board is 31 inches, and the length, go ahead and take a length right here. That is about 49.5 inches right there. With this portable stand from HKMLC, you can adjust the screen to be up higher or down lower. There's so many adjustments. So I highly recommend going and taking a look at the description there. And it fits all different size, whiteboards, smart boards, TV screens, and it can hold up to 220 pounds, which is really nice. Let's take a look to see what's behind this board. All right, here's the back side of the touchscreen right here. You have your power cable, your on and off switch. Here's an antenna. They include this antenna. They actually include 4 antennas, and here are the other 3, and you can actually move these up and down. Here are the different connections that you can use. You can use a mic in, and all kinds of VGA in, PC audio right here. Let's take a look back here. And under here you have your HDMI ports there, all kinds of things, line out. Now you'll notice I have something inside the USB right here. That is for my presentation clicker that I'll use for my PowerPoints or my Google Slides. And then here's the back of it. And like I said, you can adjust this to different settings and different heights, which is so nice. And then here's what the back over here looks like. Yeah, really liking this. And this whiteboard right here also supports a camera. You got a camera up here, and then down here you got your on and off power switch here, Type-C, HDMI, and another USB connector. And then here are your speakers. You got 2 speakers. And then this is where you can put your stylus pen right there. Fits in really nice. So here's the shelf of the stand, very solid. And then here's the nice sturdy frame with the wheels right here. Got another wheel here, and these are the locks if you want to lock it down. And I just love the shape of that frame right here. Look at that. So that way you're able to get it in nice and close to the wall. Very sturdy. All right, let's go dive in to see what this is all about. Remember, this is not like a TV. This is like a gigantic tablet. You can install applications on here, software, play games if you want to. It has memory, internal memory, and you can even use external memory if you want to. But so many things. And let's just dive right into it. First of all, you're going to come to a screen like this, and this is your opening screen. And right away, I'm going to use my 5 fingers. I'm going to show you. I can turn this screen off just like that. And if I want to turn it on, just hold it down, and then boom, goes on like that. Now, of course, yes, you do have your power switch here, and then also on the back. But this is nice if you're in the classroom or in your studio, and you just want to turn the screen off, and you're going to come back to later on and turn it on. Here are your four major icons right here. You're going to have a Notepad, and that's where you're going to spend most of the time if you're doing a lot of writing or doing presentations. You have your file manager, your screen share. That allows you to share with other phones or tablets. And then you have your browser, and the browser allows you to go to the internet. I'll show you that right away. And you can set this up to go on the internet, so it's really cool. So right now I have it on earth3dmap.com, so it's loading that. And that way you can look at different countries. So it's, like I said, you can install different apps, or you can go to different websites. So right now I'm going to go back to my main menu. I'm going to click right here, and I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to hit the X's right here. I'm closing down all the windows. This is kind of cool because I can access different applications, different softwares, different features over here, but I can also do that over here. So I can call up the same menu over there. This is the cool part right here. All right, let's go ahead and click that. Here is your Notepad. This is where you're going to be working a lot on. It says load the last unsaved file. I'm going to hit no. And here is your settings. Take a look at that. There's so many things. Now, when you first get this touch screen, it's going to have a black screen. And I'll show you what I mean here. Our theme. The background is going to look just like this. And so it's nice, but as a teacher, and also I do a lot of YouTube educational videos, I see that it's showing a lot of fingerprints, and the reflection of the light just is not working for me. And so I wanted to change this to white, but this will be your default color. So if you go over to menu and you hit theme, you can go ahead and choose white, and all set up for you. Let's take a look at that again. And you'll notice that you can choose different colors right there. Take a look at this. There's one called template right here. And let's say you're teaching sports. Right here, you can use a basketball background, soccer field right there, baseball, all kinds of things. You can even use for music, and you have a graph. So let's just take a look at this right here. All right, so that way, it's like, okay, team one, you need to go in this direction right here, and you guys need to go in this direction, and then try to shoot the basketball in this one. I'm thinking that's basketball, maybe it's soccer, but well, you get the idea. So a lot of fun right there. So I'm going to go ahead and clear all, and we're going to go back out, hit the theme button, and let's go back to a nice white color right here. Whoops, I got to do that one more time. What you have to do actually is you go to theme, and you're going to go to template, and then come all the way up here and choose the one that says no, and then you're all set to go. All right, let's take a look again at a couple other things here. You can import a IMG, a PDF, or SVG, or an IWB. You can export IMG, PDF, SVG, or IWB. So you can do all that. It does have cloud storage, and you can also hit save as. You can open up different documents. So if you do a cool presentation, you want to save it, you can save it there. You can send out one of your presentations by email, but you're going to have to set up your email, like I said in the beginning there. And then the last one is settings right here. So you can do eraser mode, multi-finger writing, automatic brightness, custom toolbar. Let's take a look at the custom toolbar. I pretty much have everything checked. I want everything on here. But if you don't want some of these, that you're not going to be using them, you can just go ahead and uncheck that. All right. Okay, let's take a look at well, you can see I'm writing right here. I just go ahead and clean all or erase it. For sharing right here, you can share this, prepare to export. So let's say I did something, I can export this by gives you kind of a QR code. So you can share that with, maybe your audience. And then this one is list. So you can have different things that you want to go to. So if you already created something, you can access that. And let's go right here. This is the selection mode. I don't have anything selected, and I'll come back to that. Let's go ahead and hit the pen mode right here. You can see I'm going to write 54 plus 32. All right. So there's some different kind of options that you can do with the select. I can select these numbers right here. And now I can use what's called AB Smart Write. And since my handwriting is not the greatest, I can go ahead and straighten up that number a little better. And you can also flip that number if you want to, and clone it, or you can delete it. So right now I'm going to go ahead and select the 32 and select the 32, hit Smart Write, and now it's going to write it quite a bit neater than what I could have done. And you'll notice that the 32 is smaller than the 54. Don't worry about it. You can definitely just size this up if you want to. All right, just like that. Now I got my line right here. That's kind of in the way. So I just touch that line and I can drag that line down here and I'm all ready to go. Now, a lot of times I'm going to be working on mathematics. You can check out some of my math videos on my show there. And it just, I start doing like long division and I run out of room. That's okay. All you have to do is select this whole thing right here. And then you can size this to be a little bit smaller, move it around, and then that'll give me more room to work on my problems. I wanted to show you something on Smart Write. It not only will take a number and make it a lot neater by using the Smart Write option, but you can also take words. So if I write the word catfish, just like that, and then I go ahead and get my select tool, select this, and then I hit Smart Write, it'll give me different options right here. So here is the word I want to use. Boom. Very nice. Makes your writing and your numbers, your letters, so professional. I'm really liking that feature. Let's go ahead and take a look at the pen tool right here. The pen tool has a lot of different options right here. So you just click right there and you'll notice that it has two pins right here. This is the settings for this top here and the bottom one. So if I want to, I can write a little bit thicker line here. And, I guess they're about the same, aren't they? So let's go ahead and change that right here. So we're going to change this one to a blue color, and I'm going to bring that a little bit smaller. All right, and then this one I'm keeping the same. So here I can draw a line, my normal line, and then on this one right here, this is my blue line right here. Pretty cool. All right, I'm going to go ahead and erase these right here. Now, for erasing, there's two different ways on how you can get rid of that. You can use the back of your hand, just like that. You can use the eraser tool, like that. And it also has your undo. All right, let's go back to the pen tool here again. All right, now, this is kind of interesting. You can set this up, and I'm going to hit that. You have the different pins. You got different paintbrushes right here. Look at that smart wand. It's kind of magical. And so if I want to, I can go over here and I can draw a square. Let's say I'm trying to make, I don't know, some kind of computer or something like that. Whoops, I actually set up my settings wrong. I got to go set this setting. I set the settings for the other one there. I'm going to take that off of there. All right, let's go ahead and hit the smart wand here. Now I'm going to try it again. Now watch that. This brings you up different options that you were trying to draw. So maybe I was trying to draw a tablet and I hit the tablet. All right, now you know what? I'm going to try to draw a tree. I wonder if that's going to work here. I'm going to draw a tree, which looks like a hand. And boom, they give me different options for trees. That looks way better. This is so cool. My son actually just spent like an hour just making all kinds of cool things. And yeah, I mean, I'm going to try to draw like a bird here, see if this works. This is fun. All right, see if anything comes up there. Nope, no birds came up here, but it got a spaceship. So they try to do as close as they can. But like I said, it's really fun. If you want to do a house, and they give you different houses. All right, like I said, you could spend so much time having fun there. All right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take away the magic wand and put my regular pen tool on here. So you can put, like I said, different size lines on here, different colors, and so you can attach the setting to this side or that side. All right, I'm going to go ahead and just clean everything off of this board instead of erasing, and this one is it's clean all. Right there. And now this is kind of interesting. Let's say I make a rectangle and I want to show the class we're talking about measurements. So I can go ahead and hit ruler, and you have different types of rulers right here. I'm going to go ahead and click this one here, and then I can move that just like this, and you can also rotate it. So if you're doing class on measurements, there you go. That is so cool. And then go ahead and hit the X if you want that to disappear. You also have shapes. And so you go ahead and click the option button for shapes. And you have 2D shapes that you can use, like a circle. All right, makes a nice circle there. Go ahead and we'll do a triangle. Just like that. And then let's go ahead and take a look at the 3D shapes. Here you have your sphere. And like I said, you can use your finger or you can use your pen to make these. All right. And then, yeah, you got all kinds of other things that you can do, even your cone right here. And if you want to, you can move this around just like that. You just hit the select button. And let's say I want to flip this triangle, so I can flip it just like this. There's different ways that you can flip it. You can move it, shape it around things. You can fill it with a color. So that's really cool. I like that. So many different options that you can do here. All right, and you can clone it also. So if you did make something right here and you want to clone it, oops, I cloned the actual circle there. I got to delete that. All right. There you go. Loving that. I am loving that. Okay. Like I said, if you ever this is really cool and you want to save it, you just go over to here and you can save as and then keep that for later on. Also, if you're like, okay, I'm doing a presentation like this, but now I want to keep this for my class, but I want to work on something else. Go over here and hit Add button. And now you can do another problem. Whoops, go ahead and hit the pen tool. Like this. And then, like I said, you can continue to add more pages. And then after you, boy, my handwriting is terrible. That's why I like that. That's why I like that Smart Select. Just like this, boom. You know, you can just tighten up your numbers so much better. And it looks really professional. So you can add quite a few screens here and save it. All right, let's go to a new one here. And we're going to take a look at this partition. This is really kind of interesting right here. And I'm talking about the 55-inch screen right here. This company also sells a 75-inch screen. They have a great review talking about that. And they have different options, quite a few more different options with the 75-inch screen. And when you partition it, you're going to actually have more partitions with the 75-inch one. This is for the 55-inch. And you'll see that you have 3 different areas right here. This is awesome because you can have 3 students up here, you know, working on different problems. I'm just going to do some squiggly lines, and watch this squiggly line right here. Whoops, I'm doing white right here. Let's change the color. And this is where you can change the color and the size of your pen right here. So I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Give it a blue color. Now watch this. You see that? And now I can't write over here, can I? No, it only allows you to write in this partition right here. And so you can have a student there and a student there, and they can all be working on, let's change that color here. So they can all be working on things right here. All right. So it doesn't interfere with the other person. What I like to do with this is I will set up, I'm going to use this option right here. Take a look at this. I'm going to come right over here. I'm kind of jumping around. It's so exciting. I just love this board. So I'm going to hit this little setting right there, and I'm going to add a timer. And here's my timer right here. So what I'll do is like, okay, you each will have a math problem, and you only have 1 minute to do that problem. So I'll set up the math problem. All right, 54 plus 27, and then maybe give them 36 plus 27. Well, you get the idea. And then what I do is I start the timer, and then boom, they start trying to figure out, you know, what the answer is, and then that kind of goes up there. And then when the timer goes off, then you know we see who the champion is. That's also great. I give them, maybe they have to draw something. Like I say, okay, you need to draw a fish on a skateboard, and you got 1 minute to do that. All right, you just click that timer right here, and you can cancel it. When it does go off, it has a cool like bell to it. And so I'm actually just going to keep that timer on there. When you're done using this right here, you can go ahead and hit the return button. And the nice thing about it is it just saved everything for you. So if you want to save this later on one of your pages to reference back to, that is really useful. All right, I know you're taking a look at the timer. I wonder what it's going to sound like. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at tables. Actually, I'm going to go to a new screen here. And I'm going to do clean off. Oh, there's the timer going off. All right, super cool. So there's a lot more tools and applications that I want to cover in this video, but we're going to have to make it a part 2. So make sure you check that out. And this HKMLC is one of the best smartboards I've ever used. I'm giving it 2 thumbs up. So hey, thanks a lot for watching. Check out part 2 of this video. And like always, have a fun day. Adios. Goodbye.